I'm going to talk about upcoming pattern. There is no weather warning, so let's look at pressure patterns. So 1012, 1008 millibars, 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. The 16. There is something. 1008, 1004, 1012 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. There is something. 1020, 1020, 1020 millibars of pressure. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. The 18. There is something. 1000 1000 12, 1018, 16 millibars of pressure. That makes 1050 millibars. So let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So 1008, 1012 millibars of pressure, 1016 millibars of pressure. So let's look at precipitation patterns starting from 5 p.m. today. There is nothing else. 8 p.m. there's nothing else. 11 p.m. there's nothing else. 8 a.m. there's nothing else. 11 a.m. there is nothing else. 2 p.m. there is something. So, Hoopsway, Wyerton, Collingwood, Barbie, Stanley, Salaby, Milan, Olala, Betty's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Boyles is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Hanover is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Georgina is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. So Whitetown, Hopesway, Collingwood, Dunderby, Salaby, Olala, Georgina is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Boyalton is going to get some 2.4 millimeters. Hanover is going to get some 6.24 millimeters. Palm Beach, Milan is going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Uxbridge is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters. Sasha is gonna get some lightest 2.5. Heavy is gonna be 6.25. Scarborough is gonna get some 0.25. That's the lightest. Heavy is gonna be 2.5 millimeters. Toronto, Richmond Hill is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Brampton, Orangeville, not Orangeville. So Georgina is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Babylon is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. There is something. Collingwood, Bombay, Stanley, Salaby, Milan, Alala, Betty, Georgina, Scarborough, Toronto, Richmond Hill. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Hanover is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall by decreasing, but it's going to be mostly 2.3. So Uxbridge is going to get some 2.4 millimeters of rainfall. So Coburg's going to get some 6.25. Peterborough is going to get some 2.5. Belleville 6.25. Narragansett Lake Narragansett Fawcett is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Beverly Hills. It's 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 11 p.m. There is something. Scarborough, Stouffville, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Orangeville is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Coburg, Belleville's 2.5 millimeters. Niagara Falls, this is 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 a.m. There is nothing else. 11 a.m. There's nothing else. 2 p.m. There's nothing else. 5 p.m. There's nothing else. 8 p.m. There is nothing else. 11 p.m. There's nothing else. 8 a.m. There is something. So line said OB Collingwood is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Port Elgin is going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Hanover is going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Bombay, Stanley, Salaby 6.25. Midlands is 0.25. Betty, Beverly, Georgina, Olala is going to get some 2.5 millimeters, including Bowel. Let's go to the next tower, which is 11 a.m. There is something. So, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, inland stores, it's going to get some 0.24 millimeters of rainfall. Belville's 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. There's nothing else. 5 p.m. There's nothing else. 8 p.m. There's nothing else. 11 p.m. There's nothing else. So 8 a.m. there is something. Line said, Obey, Wartam, Port Elgin, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Collingwood, Georgina, Beverly Hills, Betty, Peterborough, Belleville's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Looney, Niagara City, Oakville, Hamilton's going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Sissaga, downtown Toronto, Scarborough is going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall, which is heaviest in Scarborough. Scarborough, Stouffville, down Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Brampton, Orangeville, Oshawa is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Hanover's 2.5 millimeters. Solid Bay, Mainland, 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Suburban Sunbury is going to get some 0.25. Olala is going to get some 2.4 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the Tower, which is local. Light is 2.5, heavy is 6.25 millimeters. So let's go to the Tower, which is 11 a.m. There is something. So Wharton, Hanover, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangeville, down Toronto, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Oshawa, Coburg is gonna get some 0.25, 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, including Niagara Falls City, Hamilton, Oakville, Belleville, Barrie, Georgia, Beverly, Zolala, Sala Bay, Palm Beach, Midland. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Thunder Beach line said Obi Wartam is going to get some 0.2.5 millimeters. Port Hudson 0.2.4 millimeters. Hanover is going to get 2.5 millimeters. Oakville Heavy Light is going to be 0.25 millimeters. Heavy 2.5 millimeters. Uxbridge, Peterborough is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including the Market Stoffel. So let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. There is something. So Boyalton, Hanover, Hobsway, Collingwood, Hamilton, Oakville, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Lasra, Uxbridge. It's going to get some 0.24 millimeters of rainfall. Barrie, Olala, Georgia, Babylon, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salaby, Midland, Line said, Obey 2.4 millimeters of rainfall. Whitens 2.4 millimeters of rainfall. So Niagara Lake, Niagara Falls is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 5 p.m. There is something. Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salaby, Collingwood, Hamilton, Oakville is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to line says 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. There is something. Hopesway, Wartown, Peralton, Hanover, Collingwood, Thunderbridge, Georgia, Beverly says Betty is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Palm Beach, Salaby, Midland, Olala, Line says going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 11 p.m. There is something. Wartown, Peralton, Hanover, Hopesway, Thunderbirds, Collingwood, Betty, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Oshawa, Uxbridge. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall as Hamilton, Oakville, Niagara Lake, Niagara Falls. It is going to get some 0.24 millimeters, 2.4 millimeters of rainfall. The lightest in Oakville, 0.25, heavy is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Scarborough, Stouffer is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Solid Bay, Midland, Palm Beach, Olala, Line says going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. That's not in Olala. It's Olala, Solid Bay, Midland, Line says going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower. There is no next tower. Let's look at total precipitation. So, starting from 8 p.m., there is something. Wharton 1 millimeters, 4 Hudson 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters. Hanover is going to get some 4 millimeters. Lingwood for 3 millimeters. Bombay 3 millimeters. Salaby, Thunder Beach going to be 2 millimeters. Lance going to be 3 millimeters. Salala 2 millimeters. Betty 3 millimeters. Babylon 3 millimeters. Georgina 2 millimeters. Uxbridge 1 millimeter. Sasha 7 millimeters. Peterborough 3 millimeters. Coburg 6 millimeters. Belleville 7 millimeters. Scarborough, the heaviest going to get some 2 millimeters heaviest, lightest 0.2, 0.7. So Ranton. Richmond Hill's going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Newmarket is going to get some 0.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 0.3 millimeters. So let's go to Niagara Lake, 0.2 millimeters. Niagara Falls is the heaviest 0.7 millimeters everywhere. So let's go to the next tower, which is which is 8 p.m. May the 17th. Scarborough, Stouffville, then Sissaga, Brampton, Wayneswood, Toronto, Richmond, 0.7 millimeters. Niagara Lake, light is 0.2. Niagara Falls on the lake heavy is going to be 1 millimeters. Niagara Falls City heavy is 1 millimeters. Light is 0.6 millimeters. So let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. May the 18th. So White 3 millimeters, line set 2 millimeters, Hope 2 millimeters, 4 millimeters, Hanover is going to get some 3 millimeters, Collingwood 1 millimeters, Bombay is going to get some 9 millimeters, like with Salisbury is going to be 9 millimeters, Tannerby is going to get some 10 millimeters, Bombay is going to get some 9 millimeters. Actually switched around. If it's so darkest green is going to be 10 millimeters, light is that's worse, light darkest green. But the second light green is going to be like 9 millimeters, so it's not to be even 8 millimeters. That's very close. That's actually done the beach. So Georgina is going to get some 4 millimeters. Bavla is 4 millimeters. Betty is going to get some 2 millimeters. Olala is going to get some 3 millimeters. 5 millimeters in Bevel. So let's go to the next tower, which is Milan's going to get some 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. the 19th, there is something white 4 millimeters, 4 yards in 5 millimeters, 4 millimeters, Hanover 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters, Collingwood 3 millimeters, Bombay's gonna get some 5, 6 millimeters, 5, 6 millimeters, Tanabe's gonna be 7 millimeters, Salaby's gonna get some 15 millimeters, 14. Inland's gonna get some 17 millimeters of rainfall. Tanabe's gonna get some 5 millimeters or 6 millimeters or 7 millimeters of rainfall. Everywhere in Ag Falls 5 millimeters. Hamilton, Oakville 6 millimeters. Oakville, light is 6 millimeters. Heavy is gonna get some 7 millimeters. Sissaga 7 millimeters. Brant 6 millimeters. Toronto 7 millimeters. Scarborough is gonna get some 5.5 millimeters. Toval 4 millimeters. Newmarket 3 millimeters. Orange 4 millimeters. Uxbridge 2 millimeters. Oshawa 4 millimeters. 2 millimeters in Peterborough. Coburg 3 millimeters. Bubbles about 7 millimeters. Georgina is gonna get some 4 millimeters. Pavlas is 4 millimeters. Red is gonna get some 6 millimeters. Alala is gonna get some. So let's double check Alala. So Alala is gonna get some 7 millimeters of rainfall. 10 millimeters of rainfall in Alala. So Salisbury is gonna get some 15 millimeters. Milan is gonna get some 16, 17 millimeters of rainfall. It's actually Port light is blue, which is 20, no, it's gonna be 19.5 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next tower, which is the east north next tower, London. Let's go to air temperature patterns. So skip all of this. So let's look at air temperature patterns starting from skip 3 p.m. So all the way to 7 a.m. Saturday. So 12 degrees in Whitetown, Port Roads 11 degrees, Honolulu 12 degrees, Collingwood 12 degrees, Palm Beach. It's going to get some 11 degrees, so Sotheby's 11 degrees, Thunderby's going to get some 10 degrees, Vinland's going to get some 11 degrees, so Olala's going to get some 11 degrees, Betty's 10 degrees, Webler's is 10 degrees, Jordania's 12 degrees, 11 degrees. Everywhere in Niagara Falls 12 degrees, Hamilton, Oka 12 degrees, Sissaga 10 degrees, Brampton 11 degrees, Tofu 10 degrees, Scarborough 11 degrees, Toronto 10 degrees, Newmarket 10 degrees, Orangewood 10 degrees, Uxbridge 10 degrees, Ashford 9 degrees, Peterborough 10 degrees, Coburg 8 degrees, Belleville 10 degrees, so Line said OB is going to get some 9 degrees, so let's go to the next tower, which is down to 10 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. There is something. White 18 degrees, Warriors and 14 degrees. Hanover is going to get some 15.5 degrees. Line said Oba is going to get some 14 degrees, 15 degrees. Lingwood with 18 degrees. Tattenby is going to get, Bombay is going to get some 17 degrees. Saraby is going to get some 17 degrees. Axel is going to get some 16 degrees in Bombay and Saraby. So Tattenby is going to get some 10 degrees. And Land's going to get some 20 degrees, 20 degrees. So it's actually 9 around 5 degrees in Midland, which is So let's go to everywhere now plus 21.5 degrees, Hamilton local 80 degrees, local 18 degrees, so Sissaga 17 degrees, Brampton 22, Stouffville 21, Scarborough 19, Toronto 17 degrees, Newmarket 21 degrees, Orange was gonna get some 21 degrees, Uxbridge 19 degrees, Satchel 16 degrees, Peterborough 19 degrees, Coburg 14 degrees, Balfour 20 degrees, Georgina 17 degrees, so Betty's gonna get some 18 degrees. Alala's gonna get some 16 degrees. So 70 degrees. Beverly Hills is gonna get some 17 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 7 a.m. There is things white and 90 degrees. Whereas 98 degrees. Hanover 9 degrees. Line said always gonna get some 8 degrees, 7 degrees. Lingwood 10 degrees. Palm Beach 9 degrees. Solomon 9 degrees. Sunny Beach gonna get some 7 degrees. Irland's gonna get some 9 degrees, so Betty's gonna be 9 degrees, Georgina's gonna get some 12 degrees, Beverly Hills is gonna get some 11 degrees, so no, Beverly Hills is gonna be 10.5 degrees, Olala is gonna be 10 degrees, everywhere in Aqua's 14.5, 13.5 degrees, Hamilton Ogo 11 degrees, Mississauga 12 degrees, Brampton 11 degrees, Toffle 12 degrees, Scarborough 12 degrees, Darrell 12 degrees, Newmarket, Orange 10 degrees, Uxbridge 10 degrees, Sasha 12 degrees, Peterborough 10 degrees, Coburg 10 degrees, Belleville 11 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. There is something. White 17 degrees, Boylston 13 degrees, 16 degrees in Hanover. So line side over is gonna get some 11 degrees. So column 30 degrees, Bombay is gonna get some 30 degrees, and Salaby is gonna get some 14 to 13 degrees. So Danaby is gonna get some 12 degrees, 7 degrees. Georgia 18 degrees, Betty's gonna get some 18.5 degrees, Babylon is going against 18.5 degrees, everywhere in process 20 degrees, Hamilton Oakland 15 degrees, Oakland again. Warmest temperature, coldest temperature 15 degrees, warmest going to be 17. So Sissaga 17 degrees, Brandon 22 degrees, Topo 22 degrees, Scarborough 19 degrees, Toronto 17 degrees, Newmarket also 21 degrees, Uxbridge 20 degrees, Oshawa 17 degrees, Peterborough 20 degrees, Coburg 13 degrees, Belleville 21 degrees. So let's go to Olala, which is 18 degrees. Let's go to 70 and it is something. So Brighton 13 degrees, Boylston 15 degrees, Hanover 50 degrees, Collingwood 13 degrees, Palm Beach, Solid Beach 12 degrees, 11 degrees is gonna be Sunny Beach, Midland's gonna be 12 degrees, Adelaide 30 degrees, Betty 30 degrees, Georgia 40 degrees, Webblers is 13 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is so everywhere in Niagara Falls 70.5 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville 11 degrees, Oakville warm is gonna be 10 degrees, so downtown 11 degrees, so Brampton 13 degrees, Tofu 12 degrees, Scarborough 5 degrees, downtown 11 degrees, Newmarket, Orange 11 to 12 degrees, Uxbridge 13 degrees, Satchel 12 degrees, Peterborough 12 degrees, Coburg 11 degrees, Belleville 12 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. There is something. Washington 26 degrees, Boylston 22 degrees, Hanover is gonna get some 26 degrees, Line said it'll be Line Hobie gonna get some 22 degrees, so Line says gonna get some 21 degrees, so that's actually 22 degrees. Lingwood 26 degrees, Palm Beach 26 degrees, Sotheby's 25 degrees, Derby is gonna get some 70 degrees, so everywhere around was 26.5 degrees, Hampton Oakle 23 degrees, Oakle warmest, well, coldest is 23 degrees, warmest is gonna be 22 degrees, 21 actually, so this is like 22 degrees, Brampton 29 degrees, so for 22, 7 degrees, 25 degrees in Scarborough, Toronto 22 degrees, Newmarket also 27 degrees, Hooksville 25 degrees, Sasha 20 degrees, Peterborough 14 degrees, Coburg 17 degrees, Belleville 24 degrees, Jordania is gonna get some 22 degrees, 23, 24 degrees. Pavilias is gonna get some 27 degrees, so Prairie is gonna get some 26 degrees, Alala is gonna get some 23 degrees, so 25, 26 degrees in Alala. Actually, it's gonna be 24 degrees in Alala, so Greenland is gonna get some 28. 27 degrees, so 28 degrees is in Milan, so 28. So let's go to the next tower, which is and it is something. So white and 20 degrees, world and 70 degrees, Honor is gonna get some 19 degrees, line size is gonna get some 15 degrees, Hope is gonna get some 18 degrees, so Bombi is gonna get some 19 degrees, 18 degrees, Salome is gonna get some 18 degrees. Thunder is gonna get some 18 degrees. 18 degrees. Everywhere now for 20 degrees. Hamilton, Ocals, 18 degrees. Sissaga, 16 degrees. Ocals, 60 degrees. That's the warmest. No, coldest. The warmest, 18 degrees. Ranson, 20 degrees. Stowful, 20, 19 degrees. Scarborough, 80 degrees. Daranta, 16 degrees. Newmarket, Orangeville, 90 degrees. Uxbridge, 90 degrees. Sasha, 16 degrees. Peterborough, 18 degrees. Coburg, 13 degrees. Babel, 70 degrees. Georginia, 90 degrees. Bablas is 19 degrees. 80, 19 degrees. So the last gonna get some 19 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is in It's gonna get some 20 degrees. So let's go to next tower, which is 2 p.m. There is something. White and 26 degrees, whereas in 22 degrees, Hanover is gonna get some 26 degrees. Line said Hope's Way 21 degrees. Line says gonna get some 21 degrees, so Collingwood 25 degrees, Collingwood's 22 degrees, but Salaberry's 21 degrees, Thunderby's gonna get some 13 degrees, 14 degrees, 15 degrees. Everywhere we are, Narek Falls 24 degrees, Hamilton Oakle 22 degrees, Mississauga 22 degrees, Oakle 22 degrees, Branta 28 degrees, Tofu 27 degrees, Scarborough 22 degrees, Thunder to 22 degrees, 25 degrees in Scarborough. So Newmarket on 27 degrees, so 26 degrees in Uxbridge, Sasha 20 degrees, Peterborough 24 degrees, Coburg 15 degrees, Belleville 22 degrees. Let's go to the next Georginia, which is 24 degrees, 25. Betty's gonna get some 26 degrees, so Bevdas is gonna be 27 degrees, so 26.5. Olala's gonna get some 22 degrees, 24 degrees. So let's go to next tower. There is no next tower. So this is the Midlands. So Midlands gonna get some 26 degrees. So this is the end of the video. So